Most entrepreneurs are under constant stress. They work a lot and have no time to relax, but still, they earn very little. The most commonly used sentence is, I am very busy, or I have so much work to finish today. If this sounds familiar, then today's book summary is for you. The book I will be summarizing is titled Who Not How by Dan Sullivan. Dan is a famous business coach who has worked with hundreds of entrepreneurs and business owners. An interesting thing about Dan is that even though he is the author of the book, he didn't write a single word of it. I can almost hear you saying, how can someone write a book without actually writing a book? Well, the answer is hidden in the title of the book. Dan says that whenever we have a goal, such as writing a book, or whenever we face a problem, the first question most of us ask is, how? How can I solve this problem, or how can I achieve this goal? According to Dan, this is a terrible question to ask. The right question is, who, not how. You need to ask, who can solve this for me, or who can do this for me? Not, how can I do this? Asking how comes naturally and automatically. We are almost programmed to ask how questions, and this becomes a huge problem once you start a business. In the following minutes, I will explain how asking who questions can help you have more time and money. I have 11 questions from the book. So, let's get started. Lesson 1. Freedom of time. It was summer vacation, and like any other teenage boy, 16-year-old Richie wanted to earn money, so he could buy things of his liking and didn't have to ask his parents for money. So, naturally, Richie started thinking of how he could make money. He decided to work in a grocery store or gas station, but his father didn't want him to work at this young age. Instead, his father suggested he go to the nearby watermelon farm and buy watermelons that were small and oddly shaped. Richie took his father's advice and went to the farm, where he bought all small-sized, different-looking watermelons at a lower price because farmers usually throw them away as no one buys them due to their irregular shape. Richie then picked up the phone book and called all his neighbors, offering to sell the watermelons at a cheaper rate compared to the nearby store. He marketed those watermelons as fresh and irregularly sized because they were produced organically. Within a few hours, all of his 100 watermelons were sold, and he made a profit. Instead of working all summer, he ended up enjoying his vacation and used his earned money as he wished. This is the story of all our lives. Just like Richie, when we want something, we ask, how? How can I buy this, or how can I achieve this? Asking how would have cost Richie his entire summer vacation. In Richie's case, the who was his dad. He gave Richie an idea that helped him earn the money he wanted in a considerably shorter time and enjoy his summer vacation. That is the power of working with who. You instantly get access to knowledge, insights, and expertise that you currently lack. Working with who reduces your effort, increases the quality of the end result, and most importantly, frees up your time. Freedom of time is the #1 goal that an entrepreneur needs to achieve. An entrepreneur is the main engine of the business, and one of the most important things he needs to do is to think. That can't happen if you're busy with many tasks. You need free time to relax and start thinking. Research shows that only 16% of creative ideas happen while we are working. The rest come when we are in a state of rest. You've probably noticed that creative ideas come to you while you are taking a shower, traveling, or doing something relaxing. So involving who's will free up your time, give you time to think, and increase the quality of the result. Lesson 2. Find who's for all aspects of your life. Dan says you should find who's for all aspects of your life, from cooking and fitness to business. Maybe you don't realize it, but you already have many who's in your life. For example, the person who delivers your letters is a who, and the person who takes care of your garbage is a who. You are also a who for the people in your life, such as your partner, your boss, and your child. Life would be impossible without who's. Can you imagine how difficult it would be if you had to do every little task by yourself? So we need who's in order to survive and thrive. Unfortunately, once we start a business, many of us forget this simple truth and start doing tasks that are equivalent to taking care of the garbage or delivering letters. If you want to grow and prosper, you need to involve more who's in your life and business. Sometimes you will need to find several who's to get the final who that you're looking for. For example, if you need to hire a logo designer but you have no idea how to hire one, then this is a strong signal that you need another who to help you find the who you're looking for. This sounds simple and obvious, but I personally struggled with this a lot. Whenever I wanted to hire someone, I would spend hours trying to figure out how to do it. After a while, I would either quit searching and go back to doing the job myself because I couldn't find the person I was looking for, or I would find someone but they wouldn't be the right fit for the job. After reading this book, I realized that what I needed to do was find the person who knows how to hire the person I needed. So, if you don't know how to find the who you are looking for, then it means you need another who. Lesson 3. Procrastination is wisdom. If what we covered so far got your attention and you would like to find who's for different aspects of your life, but you have no idea where to start, then here's a very useful tip. For a few days, pay attention to the tasks or goals you procrastinate the most. Dan says procrastination is wisdom. It's a signal telling you that you need another person. For example, it's been years since you wanted to write a book, start a business, get in shape, get rid of those annoying tasks, or start a YouTube channel, but somehow these goals never get materialized. They are always in the corner of your mind, but somehow you never work on them. Instead, you procrastinate. Procrastination is a psychological phenomenon that occurs when you want more for yourself, but don't have the knowledge and capability to do it. Procrastination means your goal and ambition are great, but you're not the right person to execute them. Procrastination means you need help. You need to involve who's. Now, finding the right who is also an art. You can't hire the right person until you are super clear on what goal you want to achieve. Dan has a one-page document that he uses every time he looks for a who called an impact filter. It comprises 7 questions. What is the project? Purpose. What do you want to accomplish? Importance. What's the biggest difference this will make? Ideal outcome. What does the completed project look like? Best result. If you do take action, what's the best result? Worst result. If you don't take action, what's the worst result? Success criteria. What is to be true when this project is finished? By completing the impact filter, you will be equipped to explain to other people what you want and why it is important. So, next time you are procrastinating, remember that it is a signal for you to start looking for the right who. Complete the impact filter, get clear on the vision, and start finding the right who to execute the vision. Lesson 4. Technical and adaptive problems. All business problems can be divided into 2 categories. Technical problems. Problems where the answer is already known. You just need to find out how to do it. For example, if you want to have a website for your business, there are tons of free YouTube tutorials or businesses that can do it for you. With technical problems, you always need to ask, who can do this for me? Adaptive problems. Problems for creators. Anything that has ever been created or invented has been done by a creator. You can't hire someone to generate ideas that only you can think of. No one can access your brain on your behalf. To grow your business and acquire freedom of money, you need to engage in tasks that only you can do and leave all the technical problems to the respective who's. This makes complete sense and sounds easy, right? But the problem is that very often the first question the entrepreneur asks is, how can I build a website? Here's how this question leads to problems. Our attention is 100% focused on the task we are doing, even if that's a distraction. By asking the question of how to build a website, you are allowing yourself to put 100% attention on learning and then executing the newly acquired knowledge for a long period. And even if in the future you do decide to find someone to hand over the task to, you'll have wasted precious time and money. On the other hand, if you ask, who can build a website for me? You will instantly free up a ton of time to focus on the adaptive problems. The key point is to be aware of what type of problem you're dealing with. The next time you encounter a problem, think about whether it is a technical or adaptive problem. Remember that your main responsibility is to focus on adaptive problems, and the who's will help you with the technical ones. Lesson 5. Decision fatigue. Decision fatigue is a real problem. Dan mentions in the book that you have a limited amount of willpower and mental energy, which makes you tired after a certain number of decisions. For example, if you are a CEO, you will make 100 decisions every day, and these decisions will exhaust your willpower. Decision fatigue is the reason why you might end up with an impulse buy, or why people end up regretting their decisions later. In business, you need to delegate decisions and tasks to avoid burnout. Hiring a who will reduce the number of decisions you need to make and therefore reduce the mental exhaustion you experience. Dan's recommendation is to use the impact filter as a way to clarify your goals and outcomes before involving others. This way, you ensure that you and your who are aligned and that the decisions made are in line with your goals. Lesson 6. Who is an investment, not a cost. Hiring a who is an investment in yourself and your business. Many people view hiring someone as a cost, but this mindset limits the potential for growth and development. When you view hiring as an investment, you understand that the money spent on a who is meant to help you achieve greater results and reach your goals faster. Shifting from a cost mindset to an investment mindset transforms your perspective on hiring. It improves your relationships with the people you hire and enhances productivity. Make better hiring decisions and create more value for your business. Lesson 7. If you have money to solve a problem, you don't have a problem. Dan shares a story about a billionaire named Wes who had a problem with an air conditioner. Instead of hiring a professional, Wes decided to fix it himself, which led to a dangerous situation and a hospital visit. This story illustrates that if you have the financial means to solve a problem, you should use it to avoid unnecessary risks and complications. When you have money, use it to hire the right who to handle problems and avoid situations that could jeopardize your health or well-being. Investing in professional help is often more cost-effective in the long run and ensures that problems are solved efficiently. Lesson 8. Always be the buyer. Being a buyer means having the power to choose who you work with and the ability to decide the terms of your engagements. This mindset allows you to work with clients, partners, and employees who align with your values and goals. When you approach situations as a buyer, you are in control of the decision-making process. This perspective ensures that you only engage with those who fit well with your vision and contribute positively to your business. Lesson 9. The 80% Rule. Dan's 80% rule suggests that completing 80% of a project is often faster and more efficient than striving for perfection. You should focus on getting a project to 80% completion and then pass it on to others for feedback and refinement. This rule helps avoid wasting time on perfectionism and encourages progress and action. By embracing the 80% rule, you can achieve results more quickly and efficiently while leveraging the input of others to improve the final outcome. Lesson 10. If it is not a hell yes, then it is a hell no. This principle emphasizes that you should only engage in projects or relationships that excite and align with your passions and values. If something doesn't inspire you or make you enthusiastic, it's better to say no and avoid wasting time and energy on it. By focusing on hell yes opportunities, you ensure that your time and resources are spent on things that truly matter and contribute to your overall success and satisfaction. Lesson 11. Competition is for losers. Dan shares a story about Karen, an attorney who struggled with a biography project. Initially, she avoided collaborating with an expert, thinking she could handle it herself. Eventually, she realized that collaboration could lead to better results and reduce her stress. This lesson teaches that collaboration and working with the right whos can provide significant advantages and lead to better outcomes. Embracing collaboration instead of competing with others can help you achieve your goals more effectively. Conclusion. In Who Not How, Dan Sullivan emphasizes the importance of finding the right people to help you achieve your goals and solve problems. Shifting from a how mindset to a who mindset can transform your approach to business and personal life, leading to greater success and fulfillment. Conclusion. By asking who instead of how, you can optimize your time, increase your effectiveness, and enhance your quality of life. Delegating tasks and focusing on what truly matters can transform your approach to work and personal goals. Thank you for watching this summary.